Dr. Allen, Dr. Katz, and colleagues, I send you warm greetings and profound thanks for all you have done and continue to do in confronting the deadliest pandemic in our lifetimes. My name is Tony Fauci, and as the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases at NIH and the chief medical advisor to President Biden, and as a practicing physician, it is a great privilege to speak to and recognize all of you in New York City health and hospitals for your dedication and your heroic work. I would like to share with you some remembrances of other heroic doctors and medical providers facing a pandemic almost too terrible to imagine. One said, quote, "The acts of heroism of some of our doctors will never be known. The devotion to duty while those nearest and dearest to them were dying was worthy of an epic I am unable to write." One doctor, whose two brothers died the same day, said she would be willing to die if she were able to save the mother of 8 children who had aborted and had pneumonia. Another lost a brother, and another a fiancé. End of quote. These are not the words of a pandemic blogger, but of Dr. Mary Buchanan, a physician who was treating patients during the 1918 influenza pandemic. She and her contemporaries compared the tidal wave of sick and dying patients to the ongoing World War I, a colleague adding, quote, "It was truly like the rush of the wounded from the field of battle," unquote. 104 years later, many of you have been called on to face a tragically similar challenge, the COVID-19 pandemic. And you have faced that challenge bravely, nobly, with skill and courage, and with honor. Many of you gave your utmost, even while families and friends were ill or dying, and when exhaustion and despair was but one step away. At the epicenter of the early pandemic, a grateful nation saw that true heroes are not only those fighting in the fields of battle, but like those of you at New York City health and hospitals, also on the front lines of a deadly pandemic. I want to thank all of you for your remarkable efforts, the lives you saved, the suffering you prevented, the comfort and caring you provided, and the dignity you showed and preserved for others will never be fully known nor recognized. That is the fate of healthcare providers, to give to those in need when they are most in need, to place the lives of others before our own convenience, and to keep going as long as sirens sound and people come in hope that you will receive them. We are now in the 3rd year of COVID-19, and we really do not know where the pandemic will ultimately go. Will it die down and become endemic? Or will it flare up in another deadly wave? Will our emergency rooms and hospitals and clinics and community outreaches become overwhelmed again? No one can say for certain when the pandemic may reappear, but you have shown the country that you will be ready. You and the many medical and health providers in New York and around the country and the world have shown us a modern version of true heroism. In closing, I thank you humbly for all you have done, and as we say to our soldiers in uniform, I say also to you, thank you for your service.